Alright folks, Matthew here, we are back, and we're now going to begin Case 38, the final one of Ivywood Hills. And let's save Andrea Marquez. We just found out that the leader of the Utopians was Holly Hopper, but she killed herself. Thanks to these three for helping me out, Laura, Sylvia, and Wibawa. Let's see. Dead Carpet. Matthew, tonight's the night. It's the Ivywood Film Awards ceremony. You can give me an award for being the best dressed police officer. A bottle of Gold Stag would make a nice prize. Guys, listen to Commissioner Matthew. We don't have time to gossip about the Ivywood Awards. We know the Utopians have planned something for awards night. They made a film to brainwash the entire population of Ivywood. That was when the Utopians still had a leader, but now Holly Hopper's dead. Surely we have nothing to fear. Leaderless or not, the Utopians are still dangerous. Remember what they've done to Andrea? She's still on sick leave. What do you propose we do then? Matthew's right. If Andrea were here, she'd tell us to check the awards theater for suspicious activity. Holy booze, it's Amy's therapist who deserves an award. I've never seen the kid so confident. She's bossing us around like she's the new chief. I heard that, Frank. Matthew, I'll go walk the red carpet with you. You need a serious partner tonight. Oh yeah. I had everything? Yes, I did. Here we go. Let's stop these guys. Whoa.
Starting this fall. 30 seconds. Sorry, what? 30 seconds. How are we going to fill that? What about like, what's the late show this fall? Starting September 8th. And let's bring the puppies.
That was the envelope. 3D glasses. Okay, got everything? We were right to be suspicious, Matthew. This man is dead without a doubt. It looks like he's suffocated. You say you know him? So his name is Tyler Snakes, and he's a famous Ivywood producer. That was a fiancé from last time. Oh, I've read about him. Tyler Snakes is in charge of organizing the awards ceremony. I agree. What are the chances he would drop dead on awards night? Matthew, we're dealing with another murder here. The awards organizer is killed before the ceremony, right when the Utopians are planning to brainwash the population. Could the two events be linked? But then the Utopians might still be planning to brainwash people. Maybe they didn't hesitate to kill one of their own members in the process. Let's have a look at the clues you found. The movie posters in that envelope must be tonight's awards winners. We should have a look inside. And what about this picture? Hey, isn't that Velma Bannister, the actress who tried to seduce Frank? This woman has shown she cannot be trusted. Do you think you could retrieve the faded message on this photo, Matthew? Sorry guys, wanted to avoid a copyright on this.
Saying sorry he took a stolen credit card on a local shopping spree, but it's the carport's wild story that turned this case into an international sensation. And flying high, the LA students turning this launch into a
Autopsy? And I'll get some stars after this, so hold tight. Okay, got some stars. Let's go and examine the envelope. awards building plan. Is this a map of the awards theater? What was it doing in that envelope? You're right, there's a Utopian symbol on it, and it's pointing to the TV room. That must be where they film and broadcast the awards. But if they broadcast the awards from there, you're right, the Utopians would need that room to broadcast their brainwashing movie. There's not a second to lose, Matthew. Let's investigate that TV room immediately. Just a moment, guys. Okay, let's do it. Torn poster, the badge, balloons, and popcorn, surveillance terminal, and the pom-poms. There you are. So this is the TV control room where the awards will be broadcasted. The Utopians must have wanted access to their own brainwashing movie. There's no sign of a Utopian movie, but you found our victim's access badge. Good point. The killer must have taken the badge from Tyler's body to access the TV room. We need to send this badge to the lab immediately. And that CCTV control unit, isn't that where they store the security camera data? They may have recorded the murder. Can you crack the security code so we can access it? As for that torn poster, I know you'll fix it in a flash, Matthew. Access the badge. I'm going to go ahead and examine the photo. Tyler, I want to walk the red carpet with you. Wow. And the award for the fastest reveal goes to Matthew. The message you wrote on the message on Velma's photo says, Tyler, I want to walk the red carpet with you. We know Velma Bannister flirts to get whatever she wants. She tried to draw Tyler snakes under her spell too. Excuse me. I agree. You must ask Velma what went on between her and the victim. Photo she gave to the victim. Tyler Snakes dropped dead on the red carpet? How dramatic. That's how real men die. Mrs. Bannister, you may have fooled Frank, but you can't fool Commissioner Matthew. You know you were flirting with the victim. Sure, I admire Tyler. He was powerful and charismatic. Who could resist him? And now he's dead. You don't sound very upset. Honey, it's better to have loved and lost than having to train another man not to leave the toilet seat up. I already have a husband for that kind of thing. My heart bleeds for Tyler, but the Ivywood Awards are announced tonight, and I have to rehearse my acceptance speech. Maybe I'll get a mention in it, Commissioner Matthew. Hold here, guys. I need to get a few more stars. Okay, got some more. Now let's examine the terminal. B7B, yep. Oh no. M93, yep. Matthew, you've unlocked the security camera terminal. Let's send it to Hannah so she can retrieve the footage from the crime scene. 12 hours. Salmon torn poster. One moment. Okay. The Utopian prophecy is fulfilled tonight. Matthew, the poster you restored is a Utopian poster. It says, the Utopian prophecy is fulfilled tonight. A prophecy? Could they be talking about their plan to brainwash everyone in Ivywood tonight? You're right, we should question the man on the poster. Isn't that Brett Nolan, the Utopian actor you met on that Western movie set? Glad I got it right. Let's ask Brett about this Utopian prophecy, Matthew. About the Utopian prophecy. Mr. Nolan, Commissioner Matthew found this Utopian poster with your face on it, which means a prophecy. Care to explain? Oh, I don't know much about it, Commissioner Matthew. The Utopians like to use my pretty face, but they never tell me anything important. Don't play dumb, Nolan. You've been a Utopian for years. You must know about this prophecy. Well, it's something about the guiding light leading the departed souls back to Earth, or something. I never really understood it. The prophecy doesn't talk about sacrificing the organizer of the award ceremony on the red carpet by any chance. Tyler Snakes is dead? See, they never tell me anything. They wouldn't warn me if the world was ending tonight.
Because I hate you. Count on it, bitch, man.
Okay, I'll let these three run their courses. I'll see you all for that. See you later. Alright folks, it's Matthew here. We are back, and we're now going to get the results of the victim's badge for case 38 of Pacific Bay Dead Carpet. Hello Matthew, I've examined the victim's badge you found in the TV room and found a molecule left behind by the killer. But before I could identify this molecule, my wife called and... This is embarrassing. Look Matthew, I'm really sorry, but my daughter got sick and my wife needed me to take her to the doctor. So you didn't have time to identify the molecule the killer left on our victim's badge? Don't fret about it, Jan. We both know Matthew can identify this molecule in the database in a flash, can't you, Matthew? Well, that way went for nothing. There we are. Got it. It's Nevrax. Matthew, you have identified the molecule the killer left on the victim's badge. It's Nevrax, an antidepressant. So our killer takes Nevrax. Maybe they're depressed because they know you'll catch them, Matthew. Well, that's the first clue. And I'll let these two run their courses. And I'll see you guys next time. So for now, this is Matthew. See you in a few hours. So this is Matthew. We are back. We're now going to get the results of the CCTV control. Matthew, I hope you saw this case before the award ceremony starts. I want to know the winners. And hurry up and tell us what you found on the CCTV terminal. Did any of the cameras record the murder? No, the footage only shows Tyler suddenly collapsing, all alone. But a few minutes before, something interesting happened on the red carpet. Grab some popcorn and make yourself comfortable, Matthew. I'll play the tape. Hey, you in the ugly suit. You can't go in there. Just 5 minutes. I have to. Get out. But... wow.
you join us in our call today?
Ouch.
Pizza Fix's real name is Michael Gracie, 23, 3 prior arrests for sex abuse in the Bronx, all of the victims.
Hey, the poor guy thrown out of the red carpet is Russell's dad. Isn't that the best plot twist ever? Hey, but it's not funny. Matthew's right. If Jupiter Crane was at the awards theater around the time of the murder, we must question him.
The killer pet her parents like every other garden variety child molester.
Because Mikey is a big ass lighter and accelerant in his blood.
Maybe he smokes.
No cigarettes.
So you've got a perv who likes to play with fire and little girls.
Kicked out of the awards. Mr. Crane, we have proof you were kicked out of the awards theater right before Tyler Snakes was killed. What were you doing there? I was trying to speak to Mr. Snakes about the future of the Utopians. After our great leader's demise, Snakes fancied himself the new leader, but he had lost sight of his guiding light. Snakes only used our religion to rub shoulders with rich investors. He was giving all Utopians a bad name. So you illegally entered the premises to harass Snakes, or did you decide to kill him to protect your religion? My conscience is clear, Commissioner Matthew. It's the guiding light that punishes Tyler Snakes, not me.
Upside is most people undergo acne.
Go ahead and make fun of me.
Tell us.
Now the results of the autopsy? Guys, this murder makes me feel like I'm in a movie. A disaster movie, unless we sought the Utopians in time. Have you found anything useful in the body? Yes, Tyler Snakes was killed exactly like a character in a famous movie, A Puff of Death. What do you mean, Roxy? The killer copied the murder from a movie? Exactly. In the movie, the victim died from inhaling monomethylparaminosulfate, a highly toxic chemical. It is mixed in his tobacco and he smokes it. I found the same poison in Snake's lungs, mixed with regular cigarette smoke residue. So he was killed with a poisoned cigarette? That's insane. Who'd think that up? Someone who's seen it in A Puff of Death, Matthew. I guarantee your killer has seen that movie.
I'm afraid she was going to tell someone. She set a fire to send her message.
Tonight was meant to be about the excitement of the Ivywood Awards, but instead we're dealing with Utopians again, and a dead man. Tyler Snakes is going to supervise the awards ceremony, but someone poisoned him on the red carpet. We found proof that Velma Bannister tried to seduce him, but we don't know how that played out. As for Russell's dad, he got kicked out of the awards theater for harassing the victim. And there's his prophecy too. I agree, it must have something to do with the Utopians' plan to brainwash everyone. Matthew, the prophecy has started. The guiding light is shining on us. The end is nigh. The end is near. Hannah, have you joined the Utopians too?
Lie to me.
We'll find out in Chapter 2. Hey guys, Matthew, we are back. Let's start Chapter 2 of Case 38, Dead Carpet. Matthew, the prophecy has started. The guiding light is shining on us. Hannah, what are you talking about? Have you joined the Utopians too? Of course not. I just hacked their servers. The Utopians are saying the guiding light has visited their temple and that a new world starts tonight. Matthew, you must check out this Utopian temple to learn more about the prophecy and how it's linked to the brainwashing plan. Going to the Utopian temple? But what if we get brainwashed? Sorry, Matthew, you're right. You must face the danger. Foil the Utopians' plot and find out which one of them killed Tyler Snakes. Let's get to the temple.
He does 25 to life. And
Check what's it.
tell us I'm used to it. That last issue pancake was good. ADA Marlowe. Give me half an hour. It's fast. Yeah, called himself. Wants to
Okay. Well, that's the important one. Torn photo.
Where's she been? A guy named Miranda ruined that for both of us. Her lawyer needs to be present.
Fired.
Why?
me. Anything you say, I can and will use to crucify you on the stand.
I know, but I need you to understand.
I'm not some priest that dropped by to hear your confession and forgive you. It's my job to put you away.
No. It's your job to get justice for my daughters, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is the Utopian Temple? I expected a crowd, but it's empty. I wonder where they've gone. Did you find anything, Matthew? A shrine? You're right, that's our victim on the picture. I agree, we should search through it.
Take me seriously.
And you found a torn photograph, too. We haven't come to this temple in vain, after all. Quick, Matthew, let's put it back together. And is that a box of medicine? Oh, you're right, it's Nevrax. We know the killer takes Nevrax. This could make or break the case. There's a doctor's ID on the box, but it's illegible. Can you decipher it? Please hurry, we're on the enemy's territory.
I'll tell you every bad thing I've ever done.
That's not necessary.
Put you in my taxes. Put you in the line. Bus station.
It's a shrine.
So, I've got a stash of porn in my closet. Numerous affairs.
That's enough.
That's not enough. Not until you see that I've done many things. But I will swear on their graves that I did not kill my career.
Tyler, you're finished. My victory is written in the stars. Matthew, you found a card in the shrine addressed to the victim. It says, Tyler, you're finished. My victory is written in the stars.
Chasing after
I agree, Matthew. It sounds like a threat, possibly from the killer. We need to find out who wrote it, Matthew. I'll get this card to Russell. He can read between the lines.
Okay, and June said I'm sure we'll
She just asked me to bring
meet
a
us
razor
there,
blade.
and then maybe you can make suggestions.
Is that all this is, Steve? Just
Oh, wonderful! Thank you.
It's a
so
freaking
much.
joke.
We'll see you.
10:13.
And Nevrax. EGA, yep. PNC.
But in this daytime chat, Jennifer Lopez explains water law from right now.
call us.
Perfect. Now that you've deciphered the doctor's ID on that Nevrax box, we can get it to Hannah.
Kidney failure or a heart attack. Call 1-800-254-8888.
12 hours.
1-800-254-8888.
We all want that little black dress.
Okay, torn photo now.
Good, feel-good moment. But when you're overweight, it's more like a little black dress. I don't even want to get dressed. I'm tired. My knees hurt. I'm not going up those stairs again, moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm Marie, and I lost 50 pounds.
Looks like a heated argument.
Now you can lose weight fast with new Resistance
But
Fast
anyway,
Body
I
Plus 1 inch off your weight for your money back guarantee.
So the photograph you found in the Utopian Temple shows two men arguing on the red carpet. Well spotted, the one on the left is the victim, Tyler Snakes. You're right, the other man looks like Brett Nolan, and he's really angry with the victim. I agree, Matthew, we should talk to Brett about this.
It's free.
This is your moment. Don't wait. Start looking and feeling great today.
Victim? Mr. Nolan, Commissioner Matthew found this photo of you and Tyler Snakes arguing on the crime scene. What were you fighting about?
He's on suicide.
Snakes never liked my acting. He said I should learn from Dick Shakespeare in A Puff of Death. I watched that film 20 times, but I still don't get it. But then he started criticizing that poster you found, saying I had no charisma, that the Utopians needed a new face.
Only the Frank Sullivan did not say
So Snakes mocked both your acting career and your position among the Utopians? Exactly. He criticized everything I did, Commissioner Matthew. It was causing me severe anxiety. Not even Nevrax helped.
And fool me twice and I'm an idiot, and I am telling you that Frank Sullivan did not set that fire.
So who did?
Well, I'll let these two end their courses, and I'll see you guys for that.
This case with the new
Now, this is Matthew.
We've been over
See you in a
every
few hours.
detail. No
Okay, folks, it's Matthew here. We are back. Let's get the results of the card from Russell. Matthew, this card you found in the Utopian Temple made me see the light, the stars, the constellations. It's all written in the stars. The stars? Russell, you don't mean the guiding light, right? You haven't gone back to being a Utopian? I never go back to the Utopians, Amy. I'm talking about the card. My victory is written in the stars. It's this week's horoscope for Capricorns. Furthermore, look at these little red dots on the card, Matthew. If you draw a line between them, it shows the Capricorn constellation. So you're saying that whoever wrote this thread and left it in the victim's shrine is a Capricorn? Yes, and I'm positive it's the killer. Capricorns avoid direct conflict. Just think about how your victim was killed. Poisoned, without any direct contact by the killer. You're right, Matthew. This means that Tyler's killer is a Capricorn. I'll write it down. One more thing, Matthew. Put my father right at the top of your suspect list. He was born on the 30th of December. Well, it brings us one step closer. I'll let the doctor's ID run its course a little bit more, and I'll probably speed it up. But for now, this is Matthew. I'll see you in a few hours. Alright folks, it's Matthew here. We are back, and let's get the results of the doctor's ID. Matthew, the code on the Nevrax box you deciphered is Dr. Trevor Newman's ID. Trevor Newman? Ah, you met him before, Matthew? A popular Ivywood psychiatrist? It's hardly surprising that he prescribes antidepressants, right? Good thinking. We should check his file from the previous investigation. Hey, it's written here that Mr. Newman doesn't just prescribe Nevrax to his patients, he takes those pills himself. Which means Dr. Newman fits part of our killer's profile. Let's go talk to him, Matthew. The Nevrax box found in the Utopian Temple. Dr. Newman, Commissioner Matthew has some questions about this Nevrax box we found in the Utopian Temple. Oh, that's mine. Do you want some too, Commissioner Matthew? Just don't mix it with Gold Stag. It makes me pass out watching my favorite film, A Puff of Death. Anyway, depression will be a thing of the past soon. Tonight, to be precise. No one will ever need Nevrax again. Are you talking about the prophecy? What will happen exactly? Happiness shall fill the earth of every man, woman, and child. God shall return to earth with all the departed souls. The departed souls? You mean dead people will live again? It's written in the stars, but there's a small glitch. Need to gain 8,754,899 more Utopian followers by midnight. That's the exact number needed to please the guiding light. 8,754,899 followers by midnight tonight? That's a lot of new people to convert with a very short deadline. Exactly, but it's worth it. Fame and glamour don't lead to happiness, Commissioner Matthew. Therapy and Nevrax have limited powers too. Only the Utopians can give people everlasting joy. Join us now, Commissioner Matthew, and you'll see. We don't know if he's a Capricorn yet. Matthew, Dr. Newman sounds mad as a box of frogs. He really thinks the dead will return if the Utopians gain 8,754,899 more followers. More followers? Besides, where would the Utopians find that many new followers? Especially tonight, when everyone will be busy with the awards ceremony. 50 million people will watch the live TV transmission. Who has the time for the guiding light and... Gosh, you're right, the brainwashing movie. If it's broadcast during the awards ceremony, the Utopians will brainwash 50 million people. And the Utopians only have until midnight to do it. They must be desperate to pull this off. Matthew, that's chilling. I wish Frank was around. I could use some Gold Stag on the rocks right now. No, you're right. We must get to the awards theater. We must stop the Utopians from brainwashing 50 million people. Battery's almost gone. I better hurry. Faded photo, ring box, guitar, cell phone, yep. Megaphone and perfume bottle. Great, Matthew, you found the victim's phone. Let's crack the password. And you picked up a faded photo with the utopian symbol on it. Can you recover the rest of the picture? Be quick, Matthew, we can't let the utopians win. I'll do that right now. I don't have the time with my low tablet battery. I'll bring you back. It looks like... There it is. Looks like Velma Bannister. The woman on this picture you found on the red carpet is beautiful, but who is she? And that message, I'll bring you back. What do you think it means? Matthew, what are you doing with my mom's picture? What? You're kidding me! Holy frickin' hell. This woman is your mother? We didn't know. Matthew found the photo on the red carpet. Do you know how it got there? No, but I'm sure my father could tell you more if you ask him. There's 1 coin. About his wife's, Jupiter Crane, about his wife's photograph. I thought I lost this picture forever. This is my late wife, Caroline. She died just after Russell left home. It was the saddest year of my life, losing the 2 people I love most. No amount of Nevrax could numb this pain. We're sorry to hear that, Mr. Crane, but we still need to know how this picture ended up on our crime scene. I always carry that picture with me. I must have dropped it when security punched me in the face. And what about that message, Mr. Crane? I'll bring you back. Do you really believe the Utopians can bring back the dead? I pray the Utopians succeed with their plan, Commissioner Matthew. It's my only hope to get my family back. Caroline will come back to me, and Russell will love me again. He'll see I was right about the Utopians all along. It's a beautiful religion of hope. Secure the phone. RB6, yep. And EQI, yep. Got it. You've unlocked the victim's phone, Matthew. Let's send it to the lab. How long will this take? 12 hours. Okay, I'll let it run its course. I'll see you guys for that. Okay, folks, it's Matthew here. We are back now. I'm going to speed this up. Let's get the results of the victim's phone. Matthew, you won't believe this. I've checked the victim's phone and there was a text message in it. Oh my gosh, a text message in a phone? When it's from somebody who's supposed to be dead, it is shocking. The text was sent by Holly Hopper with today's date, and it says, I'm back from the dead. Holly Hopper? That's impossible. She committed suicide last week. Matthew, if Holly texted Tyler Snakes today, that means the Utopians are right. The dead are coming back. There's more, Matthew. Just before you came in, the phone rang, and it was Holly's number again. I tracked the signal. It came from the Ivywood Heights Hotel. Matthew, you're right. As far as we know, Holly's dead, but somebody's definitely using her phone. And if the signal came from the hotel, we must go there and find out who made the call. Jeez. Matthew, I don't see anyone suspicious here, do you? What? What? That woman over there in the hat? Oh no, not Commissioner Matthew again. I don't believe it, she survived. Stop and identify yourself, miss. Damn it, I'm busted. Holly Hopper? But you're dead. Commissioner Matthew, what's going on? You're right, there's no time to be confused. Holly Hopper, you're under arrest for coming back from the dead. Commissioner Matthew will question you straight away. how she came back from the dead. Maybe it grazed her scalp. Holly Hopper, you're alive, but we saw you blow your brains out. How is it possible? Easier than you think. All it takes is a good makeup artist and 2 friends disguised as paramedics. I took the idea from that old movie, A Puff of Death, and it worked splendidly. But why did you fake your suicide? Between managing the Utopians and chasing gossip, my life was unbearably stressful. I was popping Nevrax just to cope. But Commissioner Matthews' relentless pursuit of me was the last straw, especially after I was exposed as leader of the Utopians. I decided to lay low for a while. So why then did you keep texting Tyler Snakes from beyond the grave? Tyler knew I wasn't dead. I'd made him my deputy in my absence, but power was getting to his head. I had to remind him who's the real Utopian leader. To remind him or to kill him? Tyler's dead? So that's why I didn't pick up the phone. Looks like somebody said my work for me, Commissioner Matthew. Well, she's not a Capricorn, so she's telling the truth. Matthew, I'm worried about my father's faith in the Utopian prophecy. His grief has made him fanatical. And between Holly Hopper's resurrection and the new followers, the Utopians intend to recruit through brainwashing. Things are going out of control. Matthew, I'm so glad you're here. The award ceremony is going to also be broadcast on the internet. They think they'll get an added 30 million viewers. That's another 30 million people the Utopians could brainwash if we don't stop them in time. Sorry to interrupt, but have you seen Amy? She went out to buy me some rocket cow and never came back. You haven't seen her either? But where is she? Tonight the prophecy is fulfilled. The dead will return. We must obey, obey, obey. Aw, crap. Holy God, we gotta do something now. Hope to see you for Chapter 3. Okay, folks, it's Matt here. We are back. We're finally going to get into Chapter 3 now, and we just found out that Amy has been brainwashed by those damn idiots, by those damn Utopians. So let's go to Chapter 3 now. Tonight the prophecy is fulfilled. Obey, obey. Amy's brainwashed. Matthew, the Utopians have gone too far this time. This must be the work of Tyler's killer. The killer knows you're getting close and is hoping you'll make a mistake. Now that Holly's back in the game, the Utopians are more dangerous than ever. First they brainwashed Chief Marquez, now Amy. If we don't stop them, we're next. Tonight the prophecy is fulfilled. Obey, obey. Matthew, let me come with you. You need a partner, and I have an old score to settle with the Utopians. Thank you. Let's start with the Utopian Temple. The countdown has started. The altar. Major shocker. Torn page, faded card, faded note, gold bar, step ladder, apple, pink purse. That's Holly's. Okay. Matthew, you found a torn page. Go on, reconstruct it. We can't leave anything to chance after what happened to Amy. And that card looks like a note. To Frank? Wait a minute. Why would Frank come to the Utopian Temple? Matthew, between you and me, Frank isn't the sharpest tool in the box. What if the Utopians found a way to manipulate him, too? It's vital that you recover that faded writing. Good job finding Holly's purse. Let's see what the newly resurrected Utopian leader hides in there. gonna go get a few more stars, so just be a minute. Alright, bagging some more stars. Now let's get to the turn page first. I'm afraid what happens if we find out on the... Silence, successful, no longer a threat. Oh gosh, are you serious? What is this? Andrea's on the paper you restored, and 2 previous suspects, all of whom have been brainwashed. There are notes next to each of them. Silence, successful, and next to Andrea, no longer a threat. This must be about the Utopians' brainwashing experiments. They had everything planned out. I agree, this could be our hottest clue yet. I won't abandon you to investigate alone, Matthew, but if you give me a few hours on the side, I'm sure I can figure out who wrote this. And whoever is going to be arrested is going to be hit hard. Now let's get the faded note out, find out what Frank's being toyed around with. I bet it's from Velma. Meet me at the Utopian Temple. Yes, from Velma. Velma Bannister. Okay. So that message to Frank says, meet me at the Utopian Temple, and it's signed by Velma Bannister. Matthew, this is worse than I feared. If the Utopians used Velma to get to Frank, he's probably in trouble. He could never resist a pretty woman. He never could resist a pretty woman. You're right, we have to find Frank. Let's hope he isn't already brainwashed. I mean, not more than usual. And back at the station. Hey Matthew, how's the investigation going? Sorry I can't be of help, but Frank, we know Velma contacted you. What did she want? Remember that withholding evidence is a criminal offense? I did nothing wrong. I only agreed to meet Velma because she threatened to swallow a whole box of Nevrax if I didn't. Turns out she just wanted a shoulder to cry on, about how another man had scorned her. Your victim, actually. You knew Tyler Snakes had fallen out with Velma, but you kept it from Matthew since the investigation began? You bumbling buffoon! Hold your horses, Peacock. Fighting won't get Matthew anywhere. Look, Velma sounded genuinely upset. She said nobody had ever treated her the way Tyler did. Alright, Matthew, Velma clearly didn't take Tyler's rejection lightly. Let's go talk to her. She takes Nevrax. Well, there's one coin. I would sure like to put this prick behind bars. Whoever it is. Got an argument with the victim? But we still got one more crime scene to do. Mrs. Bannister, Commissioner Matthew found your card. You were manipulating Frank again. What were you playing at this time? I called Frank because I was heartbroken. I had an argument with Tyler. He refused to have me as his red carpet date. Since when do you take rejection so personally, Velma? I thought you'd been around the block a few times. One moment, guys. I got a message. Sorry, guys. Had to take care of that. I have, but when Tyler told me I wasn't beautiful enough to be his date, that I was too old, you don't know what it's like to hear such words in Ivywood. It means you're finished. I spent all night on the sofa sobbing and watching a puff of death on telly, like a neurotic housewife. No one had ever humiliated me like this before. But I wasn't going to let Tyler win. I'm a femme fatale and a Capricorn at that. I'm the one rejecting men when I'm done with them. So Tyler didn't want to be with you at the red carpet. What better way to get back at him than killing him on that very carpet? I like how passionate you are, new boy. The ceremony will start soon and I'm practically single. If you don't count my husband, you should go to the awards with me. Russell's too smart for that. 1997 more until I level up. There we go. You should have killed yourself for real, Tyler. Matthew, you found a newspaper article in Holly's purse, and it's about Holly's alleged death. You're right, there's a message on it. It reads, "You should have killed yourself for real," and it's signed by the victim. You think Holly came back from the dead to make sure Tyler wouldn't take her place as the Utopian leader? It looks like their feud went further than we thought. Let's go question Holly, Matthew, but be careful, she's cunning. Oh wait, I think I know what's gonna happen. Well, that's 2 coins now. Even though Holly Hopper's a pretty undesirable prick, you just hope that there's no brainwashing. Got a rivalry with the victim. Holly, Commissioner Matthew already knows you and Tyler Snakes are rivals. Did you kill him because he threatened you? Nope, of course not. I knew that snake was no threat, and my horoscope confirmed it. Capricorns will triumph over their enemies. And what better way to triumph than killing your enemy? Listen, Holly, how about a deal? Help Commissioner Matthew stop the brainwashing tonight and you'll get a more lenient sentence for the murder. Nice try, but I'm not the one who killed Snakes, as much as I enjoy his death. Anyway, I'm not going to help. Here's my plan for tonight. Everyone will watch the red carpet and see Holly Hopper return from the dead. All Utopians will fear and obey me forever. Better than a leader. I'll be a prophet, a living saint. No, you'll be rotting in jail. You're forgetting we have proof you brainwashed Chief Marquez, Holly. And I'm sure Commissioner Matthew will soon prove you killed Tyler, too. Well, she's certainly in the running now that we know she's a Capricorn. I'll let the experiments run its course. I'll see you guys for that, and hopefully we'll unlock the last crime scene from then. Alright folks, now here we are back. Let's get the results of the experiments. Matthew, I've analyzed this document you picked up at the Utopian Temple. I've examined the photos, the writing. We're pressed for time, so I focused on our 5 suspects, eliminating them one by one until I finished who could have made this document. I know my father's handwriting, and it's not his. Holly Hopper leads a fast-paced life. She would have used her laptop, not paper. Velma Bannister is too impulsive to write in 2 neat vertical columns, and Brett Nolan would have made a spelling mistake. There's Licia Confrere, Dr. Newman, a scientific mind, thorough, systematic, balancing between sanity and insanity. Confront him, you'll see I'm right. About the document found in the Utopian Temple. Dr. Newman, Commissioner Matthew found this document in the Utopian Temple. Have you been experimenting with brainwashing? I worked endlessly on the protocol, Commissioner Matthew. The big breakthrough came through on December 23rd, my birthday. I perfected a method to control the subject's cognitive functions by stimulating their neocortex with projected images. In short, I invented the brainwashing method. I wanted to make people happy. And I shared my invention with my fellow Utopians because I knew they needed it to fulfill the prophecy. What? You've unleashed a brainwashing epidemic on the world. The Utopians are using it to get rid of their enemies. You don't deserve to be called a doctor anymore, Newman. Reverse the brainwashing immediately or Commissioner Matthew will arrest you. Throw me in jail if you want. I will not reverse it. Have any of those people complained, Commissioner Matthew? No, because I made them happy. As you wish, Newman. You're under arrest. I pray you see the guiding light before it's too late, Commissioner Matthew. Later in the office. Matthew, the award ceremony is ready to start. 80 million viewers are expected to watch it, and the Utopians want to convert them into an army of obedient slaves. And the 2 people who could stop the brainwashing are Holly and Trevor, who refuse to cooperate. The Utopians are going to win. If you have an idea, Matthew, speak up, because unless we catch the Utopian who killed Tyler Snakes, all we do is obey. All we'll do is obey. But of course, we need to focus on the TV room. That's where the brainwashing movie must be broadcast from. Come on, Matthew, let's go to the TV room. There's not a second to lose.
It seemed to me that the choice for blood
walking stick, golden brooch, some blood on it, wooden crate, banana peel and pins. Up to 18th already. Matthew, what did you find? A crate full of technical equipment? Search through it quickly. The brainwashing movie might be in there. And you picked up a brooch too? A golden Capricorn sign? Of course, we know our killer is a Capricorn, so this brooch must be theirs. For the first time tonight, I feel hopeful. And it looks like you left some blood on it. Let's collect a sample quickly before we all end up brainwashed. Do it already. Got it. Fort Tyler, a cigarette case. Matthew, the cigarette case you found among the broadcasting equipment has the victim's name on it. And since we know the victim was poisoned with a cigarette, this may well be our murder weapon. Matthew, whoever kills Snakes will attempt to brainwash all of Ivywood within minutes. So get those cigarettes to the lab, or we'll all be chanting "Obey" before long. "9 hours, but I'll get the Capricorn brooch first." There we are. Matthew, well done for isolating the blood you spotted on the killer's Capricorn brooch. A single drop of blood stands between you and the end of free will. Matthew, let's get the sample to Jan and catch this killer. Got both of them started. I'll let them run their courses. I'll see you all when they finish. See you all soon. Okay guys, it's Matthew here. We are back. And now let's get the results of the cigarette case. Let's see if we can uncover the last two clues. Matthew, I'll be quick. These cigarettes in the case you found in the TV room are indeed your murder weapon. Roxy confirmed your hypothesis. The poison in these cigarettes matches the substance that killed Tyler Snakes. The killer cleverly offered them to him. And here's the good news. I've also found a tiny fragment of hair among the cigarettes. Thank your lucky stars. What? No, I haven't become a utopian. It's just an expression. Thank your lucky stars, because now you know your killer's hair is blonde. Okay, blonde hair. Poison cigarette. It's a murder weapon. Time to put another killer behind bars. Matthew, the blood you collected from the killer's Capricorn brooch will seal their fate. Only if you keep it short, Jan. The broadcasting will start in minutes, and so will the brainwashing. If this killer's still at large, so what's with the blood? The blood on the brooch is A positive, Matthew, and your victim was A negative, which means it cannot have been his. And since you know this brooch belongs to your Capricorn killer, it means their blood type is A positive. Now go get them, Matthew. I don't want my children to grow up as utopian slaves. No problem, Jan. We know who it is. Matthew, you have everything to arrest this killer now. Be strong. The future of Ivywood depends on how this will go. And it's not Trevor Newman, unfortunately. It's not Holly Hopper, unfortunately. It's Velma Bannister. Velma Bannister, Commissioner Matthews is arresting you for the murder of Tyler Snakes. Do you smoke, Commissioner Matthew? Have one of these while we wait for my husband's lawyer. Until then, I shall enjoy my right to remain silent. Smoking is bad for you, Mrs. Bannister, especially with poisoned cigarettes like the ones you gave to Tyler. Poisoned cigarettes? I like a man with a wild imagination, but you have no proof they were mine, smart boy. What about your blood on the Capricorn brooch Commissioner Matthew found in the TV room? It's your horoscope sign, isn't it? Many people have my blood type and my zodiac sign, but tell me, why would I kill the only man who was man enough to resist me? You know how rare that is. You know how rare that is? Exactly. You're beautiful, young, and always get what you want. A real femme fatale from Ivywood. Nobody's ever said no to you before. So when Tyler rejected you, you couldn't handle it. You've sunk so low that even Frank Knight's shoulders are good enough to cry on. That's enough. You think I'd kill Tyler because he bruised my ego? How insulting. I only wanted Tyler for one thing, to access the TV room. Tyler was in charge of broadcasting the brainwashing film to the world. He was going to start the transmission. I'm the one who saved everyone, by killing him. Are you seriously expecting us to believe you killed Tyler to save Ivywood? Why would you even want to stop your religion's prophecy? Actually, I was planning to replace Tyler's tape with this one. I had to flirt hard with Dr. Newman until he made it just for me. Commissioner Matthew, here's the proof I'm telling the truth. I'm not sure I want to know what's on this tape, but I'll leave you to explain everything to the judge. You're under arrest, Velma. Velma Bannister, you stand trial for the murder of Tyler Snakes. It says in the file that you're a femme fatale. What does that mean? I never paid attention in French class. Femme fatale means hard work, Your Honor. Having to charm and seduce people for the smallest thing you want, and it gets harder as you get older. Especially in Ivywood, where there's always someone younger and more beautiful than you. Tyler made me realize my powers were fading. So when I heard other utopians talking about the power of brainwashing, I instantly decided I wanted it for myself. You wanted to brainwash people? What for? I wanted people to obey me, to worship my immortal beauty, to love me forever and ever. This is what everyone wants in Ivywood. That's why we all want to be famous. Fame doesn't last, but the people you brainwash will be your faithful slaves until a special cure is applied. Well, luckily for Ivywood, the brainwashing film was never transmitted. You're sentenced to 18 years for killing a man and making all of us miss the awards ceremony. Well, Matthew, I have to say I'm impressed. Not only have you caught Tyler's killer, but you've also managed to foil the Utopians' plans once and for all. However, I'm afraid your work is not yet done. We cannot forget all the people who are still under the effects of the brainwashing. We need to save Andrea, Amy, and all the others who've been brainwashed by the Utopians. Yes, we do. So for now, just before we go, Jupiter Crane was innocent from the get-go because he didn't watch A Puff of Death. Brett Nolan almost did it, but he was cleared earlier because he was not a Capricorn. Trevor Newman almost made the cut, but he's not a blonde. Holly Hopper nearly made the cut, but she's A positive, but she's A negative. Her blood is A negative, and it was A positive. Velma Bannister made the cut. So I'll see you guys for the final additional investigation in Ivywood Hills. Alright guys, it's Matthew. We are back, and now we're going to go to Ivywood Confidential 8. Congratulations on a job well done, Matthew. The Utopian threat is now over. I wonder if they've announced the Ivywood Film Awards winners yet. Obey. Oh gosh. Dad? Obey. Oh, crap. Surrender to our will. Matthew, somebody aired the brainwashing tape during the awards. The whole world has been brainwashed. I guess it's lucky they were in the courthouse when the awards are announced, but now it's up to you to save the world, Matthew. You're right, Trevor Newman invented the brainwashing method. He should know how to reverse it. Come on, we need to hurry. Ask Dr. to reverse the brainwashing. Trevor, the whole world has been brainwashed. You need to tell us how to reverse the effects and save everybody. I created the brainwashing technique, but I'm afraid there's no way to undo it. They'll be brainwashed for life. Unlike you, Commissioner Matthew doesn't give up so easily. There must be a way to reverse it. I agree, Matthew. The brainwashing started with the tape, so maybe we can also end this curse with it. Let's go to the TV room and look for the tape. Remember, the fate of the world depends on it. Go with my inspiration, Mr. Ace Charming. Lock chest. Well, that was lucky. I accidentally clicked on the notebook and it was there. That was one of the items they were looking for. Thank goodness for me. And Matthew does it again. There's the Utopian symbol on the chest you picked up. The tape might be inside. This tape could be our only chance at saving the world. Quick, we need to unlock that chest. Okay. QHC and... oh no, BB2. There it is. You unlock that chest in no time, Matthew, and there's a tape inside. There's only one way to find out if this is the brainwashing tape, by recovering the faded text. Examine the videotape. Well, that doesn't say much. The drawings on that tape. You've hit the jackpot, Matthew. This is the Utopian's brainwashing tape. Before dealing with whoever aired it, we first need to cure the world of this curse. I agree. Let's send this tape to Hannah. I just hope she finds a way to reverse the brainwashing effects, or we're doomed. See, 9 hours. About 7 o'clock tonight. I'll be able to wait. So now this is Matthew. See you in about 9 hours. Maybe I may speed this up, but I don't know yet. Okay, folks, it's Matthew here. We are back. Now let's get the results of the brainwashing movie. Phew, Matthew, I spent hours working on a way to reverse the brainwashing. I ended up playing the subliminal message in reverse. Did it work? Not exactly. I tried it out on Frank and he started talking backwards. So I studied the brainwashing more. Turns out certain images in the film target the occipital lobe of your brain, which suppresses your willpower. To reverse the brainwashing, I tried to code my own subliminal message, but that failed too. Eventually, I played my own message in reverse. And did that work? Well, I wasn't sure it would, as the brain is infinitely more complicated than a computer. Stop showing off, Hannah. What's your proof I was even brainwashed? Did I stop drinking or something? Matthew Russell, you saved me. Amy, I'm so happy to see you guys again. And to be honest, Matthew did most of the work. And you're right, Matthew. We know Holly's behind this whole brainwashing business, and this time she's going to prison for good. Good luck. Meanwhile, let me make sure the brainwashing tour gets aired on all the channels worldwide. Arrest Holly Hopper once and for all. Thank God. What? You? How come you're not didn't you watch the Film Awards, Commissioner Matthew? Nice try, Holly. But while the whole world was getting brainwashed, Commissioner Matthew still had work to do. Guess what? Commissioner Matthew found a way to reverse the brainwashing effects. Thanks to that, the whole world has been cured. What? You dared put an end to the prophecy? Come on, Holly, don't play dumb. You know very well there's no prophecy. The brainwashing was just a way for you to control more people, but it's finished now. Instead, Commissioner Matthew's prophecy is complete. You're going to prison for a long, long time. Come on, Matthew, I'm famished. Let's go get some brain food and head back to the station. Matthew, congratulations on saving the world. You really outdid yourself. But I'm afraid there's still work to do. Could you go to the Utopian Temple one last time and check that everything is alright? We're on it, Chief. Commissioner Matthew, there you are. I brought along a script to the Film Awards, one I'm sure would interest you, but I lost it. Do you think you could help? You're not very smart for taking a script along with you to the red carpet, but sure, we'll check it out. Any excuse to mingle with celebrities. Take the Utopian Temple first. The open chest, Holly's belongings, candelabra, cookies, helmet, plate, sword, magnet, and speaker. There it is. So, Matthew, we managed to find a box which belongs to Holly. Even though she's behind bars, we could search through it. Examine Holly's belongings. I think I could see it. There it is. Letters. Ooh, I see Holly was hiding her mail in that box. Must have been pretty important stuff. Can't wait to snoop through them. Oh, good point. We'll first need to recover what was written on the envelopes. Let's get to it. Okay. Russell Crane. Oh my God. Way to go, Matthew. You recovered the address on Holly's letters in no time. So who is she writing to? What? Holly was writing to Russell? Does that mean Russell is still a Utopian? Was he secretly working with Holly all this time? I'm so confused. You're right, Matthew. Let's not jump to conclusions. Let's send this head scratcher to Hannah and see what she says. Hours. I'm going to speed that up a little later. Well, let's investigate the red carpet, but first, yep, I got a couple. Okay. Let's see. Who do I want to pick?
Sure you want to go to all that trouble, honey, just be your you. Are you kidding? This is the most exciting thing that's ever happened.
More exciting than winning the annual St. Oliver Me and My Pet Little Life contest?
Mostly because I don't have to swim with a ducky rabbit.
Here we go. Oh, there it is. The script is right there, right where my cursor is.
I think I should hit it first. Inadequate funding for education.
Rain, scarf, flag, scarf, tiara, gift box, fedora, balloon, VIP, and the headphones. There we are. Excellent work, Matthew. You found a script. And look, there's Brett's name on it. But why does it say Utopians on it? You're right. We need to recover the rest of the title. Oh wow, it's Amy and Frank, there it is, 4604, way to go Matthew, you recovered the title of Brett's script. And look at the title, Utopians versus Pacific Bay Police. Brett wants to make a movie about us? I'm flattered. Let's go see what Brett has to say about this. Okay. Ask Brett about the script. Commissioner Matthew, you found my script. Utopians versus Pacific Bay Police. We didn't know you wanted to be a producer, Brett. Well, I was never much of an actor, but I do enjoy telling stories, and I had all these great contacts. And I think it's high time the world got to see your amazing adventures, Commissioner Matthew. Well, I don't see a problem with it. Just be sure to give us final approval for the casting. I don't want a douche playing me. Don't worry about that, and I guarantee you won't regret it. I'll be in touch, but for now, please accept this, Commissioner Matthew. 20,000 coins. Great. I'll let this thing run its course a little bit longer, and I'll see you for that. Okay guys, it's Matthew here. We are back. I know this thing is just under 4 hours left, but I am going to speed this up. I checked out those letters you found in Holly's belongings, and as you know, they were all addressed to Russell. So does this prove Russell is an undercover utopian spy? Is he the enemy? Calm down, Amy. Your precious Russell isn't a utopian. In fact, the letters weren't written by Holly. They were all written by Jupiter to his son, but they were never sent. Jupiter wrote all those letters and never sent them? Why? Because Holly, as the utopian leader, refused to let any utopians reach out to their families. Cults often use that trick to keep their members close. That's terrible. Jupiter was trying to reach out to his son, but Holly stopped him from doing so? I agree, Matthew. Let's go see Jupiter and make things right. Bring Jupiter and Russell back together. Thank you for curing me of that brainwashing, Matthew. I can't believe I used to be a part of the Utopians. I can't believe I chose them over Russell. Speaking of Russell, Commissioner Matthew has discovered your son never received any of the letters you tried to send to him. Holly intercepted them. You're telling me Russell never received a single one of my letters? So that's why he never replied. And now Russell thinks I don't care about him. All this time wasted for a misunderstanding. It's not too late to try and make things right between the two of you, you know. Yes, you're right. It's time I started being a better father. I just hope Russell will give me a second chance. Here, Commissioner Matthew, please take this as a thank you. I still feel ashamed for not having helped you more in your investigations. I hope you will forgive me. Red carpet suit? Okay. Matthew, thank you so much for finally putting an end to the Utopian movement. Ever since my childhood, it was my personal ambition to bring them to justice. But you've done so much more than that. Those letters you found helped me understand my father. He may have been led astray by the Utopians, but it was out of love for me and for my mother. And I thank you too, Matthew, for looking after the team so well in my absence. Amy has told me everything. I'm so proud of you. And now I think we're all ready to leave Ivywood behind and look for new adventures. We're going to Rhine Canyon next, Matthew. The clean desert will do us some good after the glitters of Ivywood. Get ready for the Wild Wild West. Thank God. Not going to be doing elite mode because that's just too much work. Even though I have a lot of energy, I'd really like to save them. So let's unlock a new district. It's Rhine Canyon. And another pet shop. 7 new cases. Okay. Oh, I gotta get 2 more. Well, that will do it for this case. I'm gonna send some reports, so for now, this is Matthew. I'll see you for the next case, the first one of the Rhine Canyon District. So I'll see you all soon.